Alright, so we just got finished with a little walk in the yard and we're getting ready to go in the house, and I'm going to show you guys how I try to keep Lando clean. So I scoop him up and we stop right here, and I grab those wipes and I wipe his paws and his bum. And you may think it takes so long, but nope, it doesn't. We're done in seconds. And so we're going to do that, and then I'll show you the rest. So this is his playpen. This is where he is when I am gone during the day, or when I'm gone any other time for extended time. He is trained to use the potty tray there, but if I time it well enough, sometimes it's dry when I get back. Depends how long I'm gone. He can hold it. He's getting older now, so he's able to hold his potty. For the most part, he urinates on the pee pad. Number 2, we kind of got that time pretty well where he goes after he eat, and I feed him twice a day, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So he usually goes right after eating when we get up in the morning. So basically, I know his bowel movements pretty well, and he rarely goes when I'm gone. On a rare occasion still, but as he get closer to a year, and I'm assuming past a year, his bowel movements will slow down, and I really know his patterns, but he's doing good. I usually have a mat underneath it, but I am cleaning this area. I'm getting ready to wipe it down again, and then I'll put the mat back underneath it to protect the hardwood floor. So as you can see, the cage is pretty tall, so when I clean it, when I get in from work, first thing I do, we'll take him out, let him go potty, and then I do this right here. You can turn it this way. So see how I'm doing it like this? That's one thing I like about this playpen. And he can still eat. And I can feed him at the same time as I'm cleaning one side. So then I'll clean this area, feed him his dinner when we come back from his walk, lift that up, clean, and then vice versa. When I'm done, then I put it back. And while this part is drying, then I do the other side and clean that. So it's relatively easy pen. And like I said, I have a mat there, but I'm cleaning that mat. And then I'll show you a picture at the end of what that mat is. And basically what it is a computer floor mat. I mean a desk chair mat. So it's nothing fancy, but it's something to protect the hardwood floors. He's tired because we just did a lot of running in the yard. He's like, what's going on? And I have the puppy pad taped down, as you can see. He is getting older, so he may not be thinking about it too much, but when he was a younger puppy, he would try to grab the corners and, yeah, shred it. So I may not have to tape it down anymore, but I still do it just in case. And it doesn't take long to do. Yeah. And like I said, when I'm home, this pad is dry. This is only when I'm gone for a little while there. And for the most part, it's still kind of dry. He'll hold it long as he can. And whatnot, but this is just in case, you know, if I'm gone too long or whatnot, or something, or he really needs to go, I just always have it out. And as far as the playpen goes, he's out of it when I'm home. It's just now while I'm recording and when he eats his meal. So he eats in here, and I let him rest in here for about 20-30 minutes. He hasn't done it in a while, but what I found, if he does a lot of running and ripping right after eating, he would vomit. Yeah, so that's why, and the vet told me, just like a human, after we eat, we gotta let our food digest. So that's what this playpen is all about, you know. Even when I'm home, is to chill out in here. After you eat in here, and after you eat. And sometimes if I'm sitting on the couch reading a book and I have the door open, sometimes he'll go in here. I think it's his little safe space, but he knows he can come out and run and play. But sometimes he just goes in here. But his water bowl and his dish bowl stays in here all the time. And speaking of that, I saw in a group where somebody asked how often do they wash it. His food bowl is washed after every eating. That's why it's not in there now, because I just washed it. And I'm getting ready to go into the kitchen and show you guys what I do with that. And it's stainless steel bowls, because his ears, as you can see, they're long. And his breeder told me to make sure you use stainless steel because his ears dip into that. So everything gets wiped down every day, pretty much. I know it sounds like a lot, but by the time I clean his pen, by the time I take him out, feed him, and clean his pen, I look at my watch. It's only been 20-25 minutes, and it seems longer as I'm describing it, but it's literally under half an hour of doing all this. And then one more thing about the puppy pad. I try to do everything right there in that one spot. When I lift up the playpen, I grab up the puppy pad and try to wipe things down with Lysol wipes, Clorox wipes there. And then I put the puppy pad in a plastic bag. Don't we have so many of those when we go grocery shopping? I have plenty, and I don't mind using them. And then that goes right out the door the next time we go outside for potty. So it doesn't stay in this house long. That's another way to not have pee smell in here, is to get rid of puppy pads right away. Don't put them in your big trash can. Put them in these little plastic bags if you have them. Take it right on out. Don't let it linger. As soon as you get inside, get rid of it. Get it up, get it out. So these are his favorite toys right here. He had one toy already in the pen. And as you can see, they're hard, they're plastic, they're easy to soak, wash, wipe down. They get cleaned every day too. And I'm going to show you the bowl in just a second. He just has his own bowl where I just let it soak overnight or soak for a few hours, rinse, clean. It's really easy to keep his toys clean, and that's because they're rubbing against the floor, and he has it in his mouth and all that type of stuff, and they're easy to clean. We don't do any cloth toys because they're hard to clean and not sanitary, and then another thing, he tears them up. So it's almost like, why buy cloth toys? He tears them right up. They don't last long by any means. So plastic toys seem to work better for him. Okay, so now we're in the kitchen, and these are items that you must have on deck. I have a Costco membership, so that's why you see large sizes for most of the stuff. So dish detergent from there. White vinegar, you definitely need this, and I just got that from Walmart, and I need to get some from Costco because I go through white vinegar a lot too. This was something I bought when I first got them, and it's not something I'll probably buy again, just use till I finish, because honestly, I think vinegar is just good enough. It neutralizes odors and smells, and it also makes him not mark areas too. I mean, he's neutered, he had his surgery, so he won't mark anyways, but let's say he might have missed, because he's a boy, maybe he missed the edge of the puppy tray or something like that. Then I do white vinegar around it so he don't get that area again. So you definitely want white vinegar. And this is, like I said, this is still pretty good, but it's not something I'll buy again. And then Clorox, oh yeah, Costco, it came in a pack of 3. You gotta have Costco. Or you gotta have some type of membership where you're buying lots of Clorox. And this is just some regular soap. I usually have antibacterial soap, but my hands been drying out a lot lately because I wash my hands a whole lot. Not because of him. I wash them anyways. I'm just, as you can tell, I gotta be clean. So this is less dry on the hands. So that's why I kind of got that kind. So as you can see, there's 2 bowls in here. On the left, this is his bowl, strictly his stuff. I went ahead and let these measuring spoons, just let that be his. I'm not using it to make a cake or nothing like that. I mean, nothing wrong with it. I mean, some of y'all that might be watching, y'all might say that's a little overboard. If you wash it, you can still use it for your own food. Hey, you probably can, but this is not what's going on here. So I just went ahead and let it be his. And plus I have plenty of measuring spoons and many duplicates, so it was fine to just give these on to him. And this is his cup for his food. And like I said, he's a twice a day eater, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., give or take. I try to stick to that schedule. And then this bin here is for my dishes. So keep my dishes separate. And when I'm washing my dishes, I just lift this up. If there's something of his in there, just lift it up and just move it out the way. And then, obviously clean that side and put my stuff, rinse. Yeah, you get the whole 9 yards. Then I take both out when I bring his potty tray over here. So like I said before, I clean everything while I'm over there. Wipe it down with Clorox. But then sometimes it needs some water and then some soap just to be even more clean. So then I bring it over here. And then when I'm done with that, I wipe everything down. And then each has his own bowl. So this is the bowl for my dishes type thing. There's his food bowl right there to the side that's already washed. So like I told you, I wash his food bowl after every time he eats. It's simple. I mean, right after he finished, all you do is just come over here and wash it. It may sound like everything I'm doing is a lot, but it really isn't at the end of the day. It's not a lot. And if you do it every day, it just seems so routine. Not a lot of work. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of work because, I mean, not a lot of work because having a dog still is some work. It's like having a kid, but it's not as bad as you think is what I'm trying to say. And then I use this to wash his stuff or wash his dishes. And then his toys, they're just soaking. So after his little dishes are washed, this is mainly his dishes. After they're washed, I just soak his toys with soap and water in here, or dish detergent and water in here. I don't really touch them too much. Just let them soak. Easy. And then when I wash my dishes, obviously I don't use that. I use either this or my other sponge. So simple enough. Now let's go back over to the couch, and I want to tell you guys how I wash everything when he gets washed. So I do allow him on the couch, but as you can see, I have a chair cover. And these couches are not like brand spanking new. Like, you know, they've been here a while, and, you know, it's probably almost time for new ones. So I'm not too worried about them, but I still have a chair cover, as you can see. And I wash it the amount of time that I wash him. And he's on a 2-week schedule every other Sunday. He's groomed every 2 months. I thought about grooming him myself, like maybe learning. Who knows? I might. I'm going to watch some more YouTube videos and see how to do it. But for now, I don't mind it. I mean, he goes every 2 months, and I think it's a good little treat for him. But I am going to try to learn. And now that we're getting into the warmer months, his last groom appointment was 2 days ago, and he got a lot cut off. So with that being said, he's going to shed less. He's a hypoallergenic, non-shedding dog. But when I kept his fur longer in the winter, he was shedding some. So yeah, I had to get the vacuum cleaner, handheld vacuum cleaner, and like get the pet hairs off of this. It wasn't too bad, but still, I got it off before I washed it. And I put this in the washing machine in the dryer. But for his dog bed that you see there, I hand wash that and then let it dry, hanging up on the line if it's warm. Yeah, I'm that girl. I live in the country. Or I put it in a dryer. But for this bed, he doesn't really get into that one. He has another bed, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But he doesn't really get in that one. I don't know if it's because of the covering on top. I got it off of, I think I got it off Temu. I can't remember. Can't remember where I got it off, where I got it from. But he doesn't really get in it, so I don't have to wash it as often. But yeah, everything gets washed up when he does. His bed, this chair cover, yeah. But the toys get washed up every day. So mainly his bed and this chair cover gets washed when he does, for sure. And yeah, I let him jump on the couch because I have the chair cover. So I also keep candles burning, and then I have air fresheners. This is an air freshener as soon as you come in, and it's supposed to last about 3 months. I just have it hanging up there. I'm going to show you some other air fresheners that I have as well. So I also have scented sachets, and I have them in each room. This is in my room, and then I have one in my office, the bathroom, and in the kitchen. And I just shake them up every now and then. They last 2 to 3 months. You can find these at Walmart. You can find them anywhere, and they're not expensive. They're usually $4 in a pack. You don't have to worry about using up electricity like plug-ins or things like that. And you don't have to remember to blow a candle out or stuff like that. Although I do burn candles, I do them anywhere between every 2 or 3 days. I'll burn a candle here and there because I have plenty of candles that seem to be the present people get you. And I love them too. But these right here are just as good, and they're cost friendly. And then speaking of bath, this is his little basin that goes in a tub. And it has a drain where it drains into the tub. And then when we're done, obviously I clean the tub before I get in it. But yeah, this is his own little personal tub. When I wash my laundry, again, when I kept his fur longer in the winter, he was shedding a little bit. So obviously it would be on my pants and socks. And rather me plucking each individual hair, one of my friends told me about this item off Amazon, and I'll post the link in the at the bottom of the video. And it came with 4, and you just stick this in your laundry, and the hair sticks to that. Then, if it happened to not stick to that when you're washing clothes, this will definitely get it. These bounce, and you have to get these bounce dryer sheets. You have to get it where it says repels pet hair. So you want to get that kind. And I got these from Costco. So I have so many. I even use this, let's say for instance, I take them out to potty one more time before I leave for work. And obviously I'm already dressed or whatnot. I might take that and just go over my shirt, my pants real quickly. And like I said, he's a non-shedding dog. This was only when his fur was long in the winter. And the breeder did tell me that. She said, if you're going to keep his fur longer in the winter, he may shed a little bit then. But now that his hair is cut back short, I may not even need this again. Maybe just excuse how many months was his fur long? Maybe 3-4 months. So then I know 3 to 4 months out of the year, he might shed some. So be prepared a little bit. But it wasn't that bad. It's not like my other friends who have dogs that really shed. It was nowhere near like that. But it was something to notice. Because I was like, hey, he's supposed to be non-shedding, hypoallergenic. But then I had to realize with this fur being longer, obviously, some is going to come off. And then dogs are going to have to shed just a little bit anyways, in general. But like I said, for the most part, he is non-shedding, and especially with his hair being cut. But no worries, get these items. And like I said, I'll post that link at the bottom of the video for these right here. All right, so this is where he sleeps in my room. And as you can see, I have a plastic mat right there around his crate. And this is a mat that I actually bought wrong for my desk chair. So I didn't really purposely buy it for this. I just, instead of throwing it away, I said, hey, it could probably go in here. Hey, it'll work. But it was too short for my desk chair, but it works just fine in here. So I wash his bed whenever he gets washed. At first, I hand wash it, especially if it's really dirty. Like, oh, if it smells. Because what I was giving him before was this fish oil supplement liquid. I don't give him that anymore. I have a solid form. And that would smell, and his mustache would be so long and all that, no matter how much wiping I was doing. So his bed would stink. So I would hand wash it first and let it soak in some Clorox or whatnot, and then put it in the washing machine for another wash. I'm telling you guys, extra, extra, extra. But anyway, that's his little bed, and then his blankets and stuff is on top. That was just to keep him even more warm, but then I realized when he had all that fur, he would be hot sometimes, and I don't really have it too hot in here in the winter, but he would pant a little bit. Now he should be good to go with the recent grooming. So that's where he sleeps. Right now, he does not sleep with me. He still sleeps in a crate, and he loves it. He when I say night-night, time for bed, he gets in there without a fuss and goes right to sleep. And sleeps all night, no bathroom, nothing like that. He does great. And then one more thing to close out the video is I use those eye wipes listed there. On a weekly basis or however needed, not daily, usually about once a week. I clean his ears once a week as well, and that's with diluted apple cider vinegar. A paper towel dipped in water and a little bit of apple cider vinegar takes 1 minute or less, and I do that every Sunday. So that's it, y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I thank you all for watching.